To the untrained eyes, the ocean is a vast place that doesn't seem to have an end. However, ancient civilization knew that the ocean would be the key to connect the whole world. And they were right. Now we use the sea to establish trade routes and military defenses. Now, thanks to today's technology, we can easily navigate this ocean with GPS. And if we needed help, we can just call for help with our radios. So simple. But have you ever thought, how do people back then navigate through the vast ocean? Well, let's find out. The first 7 navigation tools that humans used were the stars. Constellations like the Orion Belt can help us to determine location. However, it can only work at night and bad weather can affect the vision. And thus, ancient civilization had started to work on tools that can help us to conquer the ocean without the use of stars. Before we begin our voyage, we need to determine the 3 major factors that affect our navigation. The 3 factors are time, depth of ocean, and of course, knowing our current location. Ancient Egypt invented the lead line, which was used to measure the depth of the seafloor, and the whole world started to use this innovation. It is so reliable that even in modern time, some ships still use lead line to estimate the depth of the ocean. Now back then, the unit fathom is used to measure the depth of the seafloor, but today we can use any modern unit we want, such as meters or kilometers. Great Britain had found the sextant and the ship clock, 2 significantly important devices that enable Great Britain to be Europe's navy powerhouse from the 17th century till the 20th century, thanks to these 2 items. Now, the sextant is used to measure the angle between the horizon and the celestial body, such as the moon, sun, or star. And then the angle can be compared with Great Britain's longitude to determine their current location. Now, we're in Greenwich, London. It's where the GMT or Greenwich Mean Time is standardized across Europe and the whole world. So why is GMT so important? Well, thanks to Greenwich Mean Time, we can create a standardized time zone, which makes travel easier for everyone. For example, Malaysia is either 7 or 8 hours ahead of the GMT time zone, depending on the season, of course. If it's spring, summer, it's +7. If it's winter, then it's +8. Now, let me further illustrate this. And if you look at the left photo, it's the prime meridian line. So what does it mean? It means that I'm in the middle of both east and west hemisphere. Again, let me illustrate this later. Now, remember the last slide I mentioned about the prime meridian? Now, this is it in the whole with the world map. Again, if you see my feet, my left foot is in the western hemisphere, my right foot is in the eastern hemisphere. Now, every single place on Earth was measured in terms of its distance east or west from this line. This makes travel a lot easier as the time zone is standardized. Very cool, very cool. Now, last but not least is the invention, or should I say refinement, of compass from ancient China. Now, compass is one of ancient China's 4 great inventions. And Zheng He, he's a Muslim-born Chinese. He's a very, very well-known explorer in Asia. And thanks to Zheng He, he successfully refined the reliability of compass. And thanks to compass, he does not have to rely on stars to navigate his way throughout Asia. And he had helped to build relations, or in today's term, diplomatic relationship between ancient China and Southeast Asia and other Islamic countries. Now, of course, there are also other tools to measure time and location, such as Kama and Kojang. Both of them originated from Arabic nations. However, all the tools mentioned today in today's episode cannot be done without the collective work of sailors, mathematicians, scientists, and astronomers. It shows that even with significant cultural difference, we can still unite to produce something that can benefit everyone on Earth. Now, what's the similarity between all these inventions? Well, they all use mathematics. Now, it's no exaggeration that mathematics has saved many lives and at the same time made our life easier. So, what kind of math do we use now in the modern day? Well, if you want to study marine biology, you are most likely gonna be using statistics to calculate many factors in the ocean. Well, such as the maybe the relationship between two species of marine life, or you might be measuring the disturbance of ecosystem. Now, why is it so important? Well, this is because these statistics help to observe the change of marine life and protect them. Now, if you're more into the oceanography, which means the study of everything, biology, physics, and chemistry in the environment, you are most likely gonna be learning a lot of math, well, such as the distribution of certain resources or the quantity of certain species in certain area in the environment, or what does the environment depend on which resources. Now, people in the search and rescue department have also adopted math into their jobs. A trap-based search algorithm was made to locate survivors easily in the middle of the ocean. Now, the algorithm predicts floating objects on the ocean surface, and if there's a anomaly, the search and rescue team will come out and will search for survivors. Now, that's it for today. I'm Francis, and I hope you enjoy our journey till now. I hope you learned some interesting facts, and I hope you're interested in some jobs in the marine sector. And that's it from me, and I'm signing off.